Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 8, Episode 14, Knock Knock. So, it continues off with, with, Robin um, going to see Penelope, and Jordan's there, and he's like, he didn't see him when he walked in, so the police at the desk, she was just like, fill out a form and take a seat. But when she turned around, she realized it was Robin, and then she was like trying to be all nice and buddy to him. So he was like, listen, I'm here to see Penelope Williams. And then Jordan was trying to come up to talk, and it was like, listen, I'm here for your sister, Andrea Barnes. So he's like, listen, I don't have anything to do about this girl. Like, it seems like everything she comes in contact, everything goes bad. So eventually they're arguing or whatever the case may be. And Robert was like, so do y'all have history? Meaning the cop and her and him, and the lady called back, was like, listen, you're ready to go through. Next thing you know, Andy shows up. Meanwhile, Sabrina goes to changes her clothes at her house, and she gets Danny breakfast, and she was like, listen, thank you for all that you've done, because I would have did the same for you, just not this early. And she was like, listen, I was just getting ready for work. And then I guess Sabrina also told her that her and Rich had an appointment later, so he was like, yeah, hopefully Rich don't mess this up and stuff like that. After that, Tony knocks on the door. She thinks that Sabrina left something, but Tony comes in to apologize and just like, I'm happy to see that you're okay. He brought her this nice big bear, and things were going cool, or whatever the case may be. And she basically apologized to him for how she was acting, and she was still grateful that he came to see her. And he was like, listen, take all the time you need. I'm here for you, and stuff like that. So she was like talking to him and stuff like that, and she was like, I'm gonna need some PTO time. And he was just like, huh? He's like, listen, she was like, I thought that's what you said. But he was like, okay, I'll grant to you, whatever, because you are the boss or whatever. So it's like, she ended up giving him a kiss after he was like, about to just leave. And like, you forget something. She was like, okay, and gave her a kiss. And he was like, all right, bye, babe. And then she asked the bear, she was like, listen, I don't think we need a third. So it's just like, okay, let's see where things go. Meanwhile, at the Taylors, Zach and Fatima, they're up and ready, still looking at the board. They still think that Robin is not a suspect, and they're trying to put two and two together. They're just hoping that, Andy don't make the wrong decision by going after that part, whatever the case may be. Fatima gives him a kiss, and he still was like, I miss you, and all that stuff, because I'd be home by myself. Yeah, so it must be all these days, Michael must be at school, because we haven't seen him in a good minute right now. So he was like, can I get another kiss? She's like, of course. She gave another kiss, and he was like, listen. She was like, until you get your money back, I gotta go make this bacon. He was like, oh, well, go get that bacon. And she did a little look at the end. So like, okay, that's so cute. Like, I love when them two get together. So he also told her that he was going to call Karen to check up on the twins. And she's like, cool, I trust you. And, give Karen my best regards, stuff like that. So after she leaves, he calls Karen. Karen was hesitant about answering the phone. Supposedly she's not going into work today. So they talk and have a moment. So she answers her phone. Zach talks to her, like, listen, I'm sorry for yesterday. And one, I'm here to check on you and the baby. How you doing? And she was just like, I'm good. My mom's here. Aaron's there. And, I'm just trying not to be stressed. He eventually apologized to her for how he was going. That he also also wants him and Aaron to be more cordial towards one another. So he promises to play nice. And she was like, all right, that's cool. And then she also reveals to Zach that Danny had an episode, or scare rather, and that, since they're still cool, that he should go see how she's doing. He was like, cool, I'm gonna go pull up on her. So they have a moment, whatever the case may be. Karen, she goes to her room and come back out. Next, you know, her mom left her a note, made her breakfast, and telling her to get rest and stuff like that, and do not be stressed. She ends up calling Pam at the office. Pam was like, she got some things taken care of. She's on top of calling Sabrina with the business plan. But, you know, Pam was just like, I gotta go. Something came up. Next, you know, it's her and Trey in the office like, bro, oh my gosh. Talk about he got a package. She got a package to unwrap. Yeah, and then next, you know, blissful magic at that point. So yeah, they having a moment. Meanwhile, Andy and Jordan get into it at the police station, and he was just like, I have anything to say to you. Like, it seems like everything that come in contact with you is a problem. And Andy was just like, I told Penelope to run. I told her to do this, and he was like, well, that makes you like talk about Penelope. She did like a damn fool, and he was like, what to make you? It was like, yeah, it was going World War III up in there. Meanwhile, Robin was able to talk to Penelope, and she realized there was Andy that helped her to get to her. And she was like, I don't want nothing to do with her. Like, it seems like everything she touches goes to bad. But I could have sworn she had a blackout. Why she not acting like she had a blackout then? It's like, I guess she pick and choose just to help her. But whatever the case may be, Robbie eventually was like, listen, I'm going to talk to Agent Watt on your behalf. Just tell me what happened and stuff like that. So she does that. And you can see that there's some kind of inconsistencies. But then again, at the same time, we really don't know. So after that, he goes to talk to Agent Watt. Words were said amongst the both of them. And eventually, Penelope was able to get out. So yeah, that was that. So Fatima, she finally gets to work. She decides to be like nice to Hayden. So I guess they can figure out what's the reason between Hayden and Tamara behind Gary stabbing. So yeah, they still have Robin on the chopping block as the suspect. So, you know, Fatima, she played nice to Hayden, and he was like, I don't know what you up to, but you know, it is what it is. So he eventually leaves out his office, and he ended up leaving his phone. She also helps fix his tie, whatever to get in his good graces. As soon as he leaves, she starts going through his stuff. She's trying to figure out his passwords. She ended up finding it in the drawer right at the desk. And then next, you know, when he gets to the parking lot, he realizes he didn't have his phone. So he comes back, and her quick thinking got everything she needed just in time. So she ends up going into the conference room right before Hayden pulls up. Hayden goes into his office to get his phone. He sees it there and whatever. He leaves back out. Fatima now calls Zach and tells him, like, listen, I got information on Hayden. I got right where he wanted and stuff like that. And she's like, all right, cool. Meanwhile, this time, Zach gonna pull up on Danny. And you know they have a good moment. That was like the best part of this episode. And it was just like, okay, that was good. So she basically talks to him, tells him everything that he needed to hear. And he was like, yeah, listen, I was down. You was there for me when I was down on my luck. Naked, stressed, and all this other stuff. I was like, so there's no room for judgment. So that was a good moment. They both said that they love each other. He also made her his godmother to his daughter. So that was like so sweet. I was just like, oh, that was like a full circle moment that I needed them to have. And I'm glad that they had that. After that, let's see. Agent Watt shows up to meet Gary at the hospital, talking about pictures. They see, you know, who stabbed her, because they know it's a woman. Showed the pictures of Sabrina, no reaction. Karen, no reaction. Then when they got to Fatima, it was a reaction, like it was her. And then now, Agent Watt's going to use that to his defense, to like, help. Like, that right there showing he's coercing people. Like, what the heck? I don't know. But Gary says, yeah. So now he's going to use that as a motive. And then he was just like, well, so was Zach there too? And it's like things about to start going left. Meanwhile, let's see, what else? Meanwhile, Sabrina goes with Rich to his appointment. The doctor tells him that he's a carrier for sickle cell anemia. So now his sperm is ineligible for her to help out. So it's like, dang, how did you go all this time without knowing you were a carrier for sickle cell anemia? Like, did your parents ever tell you, or you just forgot? I don't know. That part right there is tricky, but you know, yeah, now they hit with a roadblock. Meanwhile, after that, supposedly, Fatima goes to see Karen to apologize about last night and stuff like that. Hopefully, I don't think I left anything out. I think Andy and Robin, they talk again about what happened, and he starts following her and stuff like that. So, like, I didn't need you to follow me home and whatnot. So, yeah. Hopefully, I didn't leave nothing out. It seems like I did, but overall, I think I covered the most valid parts of that episode. But yeah, anyway, if I did, let me know in the comment section down below. And hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Bye.